Impact. 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 Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for clicking on the video and watching it, by the way. Today we're going to be sighting in my new rifle. Also, before we get started in this video, don't forget to smash that like button and stay tuned because we're going to sight in my brand new out-of-the-box hunter rifle. It's a Savage Axis XP. Picked it up for like $430 on sale. Great deal, and it's apparently a ready-to-hunt rifle. It's got good reviews online, but we'll see how it shoots today in person, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing some dynamic shooting as well, running around, shooting from different positions, just basically field testing this new gun to see how it would work as a new hunting rifle for me, because that's why I picked it up, as a sort of bush gun, more rugged, simple, lightweight hunting rifle. So stay tuned guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys can stay tuned for some of my future videos. And if you're new to the channel, I post fishing videos, I post hunting videos. Actually going to be a lot more hunting videos now that it's hunting season, and just general guns and gears and review videos as well. So check out the description down below for some of my other recommended playlists and some of my other recommended videos. Aside from that, thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay guys, so I just got me a new rifle. It's a Savage Axis XP. Picked it up as a combo, so it already came with a scope. The only thing I added to it was this sling right here for another, I think it was like 30 bucks or something like that. So today we're gonna sight this rifle in. We're gonna zero it at 100 meters. And the reason why I bought this gun, guys, is because I needed a lighter. This is very light. It's only like 7 pounds, so it's like half the weight of my other rifle, my Remington 700 PCR. So yeah, I needed something lighter, something more basic, something more robust. Plus, it was super cheap, and I needed something like this for hunting, for going out in the bush where I don't have to worry about, you know, what if you know, the optic bangs on, you know, like a branch or a tree or something like that. Like the optic that I'm using on my Remington 700 is like twice the size of this one and like 12 times the price of this scope that it comes with. So yeah, it's like I had to be super careful with that gun. Plus it was like overall probably about 15 pounds. So just carrying that around when you're hiking through the bush, especially if the bush is like super thick, not only is it longer, but it also weighs more, right? Like double the weight of this gun right here. So the reason why I bought this gun here was especially for that, for going out in the bush. I call it my bush gun. So I need some light and robust and basic and cheap that still shoots good according to the reviews online. We're gonna find out today, because I'm gonna do my review on this gun as well after I shoot it a few times today for you guys. But first, let's sight it in. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bore sight this rifle. Very simple to do. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the magazine out, make sure the chamber is clear, and we're gonna have to take out the bolt here as well. So to take the bolt out on this gun, guys, we have to pull the trigger in, press on this, and then we can go ahead and slide the bolt out. We're at 100 meters. So very simple to bore sight. All we really got to do is make sure when we look through the bore that the gun is pointing at the same target. Okay, and we're just going to do this just so when we take our shots later, we're going to get on paper. This bore sighting is not 100% accurate, right? You just want to make sure you're in that range so that when you do take the shot and to fire your group to actually zero the rifle, that you're actually going to be hitting on paper and not way off the paper and you don't even know where you're hitting. So we look through the bore to the back here. Okay, it's pointing at the target. And we look up. Pointing at the target, yeah. Right in the middle. Okay. But it should hit on paper. So let's go ahead and put that bolt back in. Okay, again we gotta press the trigger, press this button, and the bolt slide. Now, what I was talking about, the action on that bolt. So you lock it like that, right? And trying to come up for a follow-up shot. See? Right there, right there. You gotta kind of pop it out. Running the bolt back and forth is smooth, but locking it or taking it off, out lock, boom. Taking it up, boom. It's a little tight right there. So when you need to take a quick follow-up shot, it's gonna be a little bit tough because when you run your bolt, you're gonna lose sight of your target. And then you're gonna have to reacquire that target again. So right away, not a big fan of that. I'm not sure if that's just the way it's made, or maybe if I put some oil in there it might help, but we'll give that a try later. Anyway, okay, so now that we're bore sighted, guys, when we take a shot, we should get on paper somewhat, and then we'll start adjusting from there. So by the way, I'm not an expert by any means. I've only started shooting and hunting just a few months ago in this spring, but I've been going out to target shoot quite a lot. So it's like the first ever time I've ever zeroed the rifle was this spring when I bought my Remington 700, and it took me like 50 plus shots to get that thing dialed in. So we're gonna try to do a little bit better than that. And I'm making this video not because I'm saying I'm some sort of expert marksman or anything like that, but no, I'm still a new shooter, right? I only started a few months ago, but I think I've shot enough times now to be able to zero this thing pretty well today. And I'm making this video to show that other new shooters out there that, you know, it doesn't have to be that complicated, because if I can do it, man, so can you. So the first thing I'm gonna want to do is fire off one shot and see where it lands on that paper. Okay, so it hit 4 mils to the left, almost 4 mils to the left, and then 1 mil up. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to aim the rifle, look down the sight, look down the optics, aim that at, you know, the center target, and while holding it very, very still, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to adjust the reticles so that it moves right to where that first bullet hit, and that should get us even closer. And then after that we'll shoot like a couple groups just to dial it in. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna take another shot at the center target and see how much closer we got this time, and then we'll start firing a group. Okay, let's take a look at and see where that one hit. All right, guys, so that was the first shot right there, right? The second shot hit right almost dead center there. Now, the other thing I forgot to mention, guys, is that for this rifle, I don't need to shoot a 1/4 MOA group on this rifle, okay? I'm not using it as my precision long-range rifle or anything. It's more of like I said, my bush gun, my field rifle for hunting, right? So I'm probably going to be taking shots on game no further than 300 yards or something like that, right? So it doesn't need to be like a quarter M away. As long as, like, even that, technically, like, that's probably even already good enough, right? But let's shoot our group, and then let's make the final micro adjustments, and then that's it. We'll call it a day. That's already sighted in for me for what I'm going to be using this rifle for. Okay, so to sight this thing in, guys, we've used 2 shots so far. I've got 4 more rounds in here to follow up on that group. Okay, and let's see how this goes, and we'll make our final micro adjustments after. I don't think that turned out as good as I thought it was going to turn out. Well, there's my group. But yeah, I mean, those are the first few shots on that gun, so let's do a few more and see if it's maybe just breaking in the barrel sort of thing, or maybe my platform isn't too stable. I put some padding on my bag, and I can get better with my rear rest here. I'm gonna shoot the bottom left. Alright, so from the looks of it in the scope cam, I think that group, 3-shot group, I think that group looked a little bit better, and I think from that group we can make our minor adjustments. Oh yeah, that's good. We had 2 pretty much right on top of each other right there, and then 1 right here. Okay, so we'll make our final adjustments, and then we'll shoot a few rounds just to test it out as well. Looks like it needs to go to the left to get another 1.5 to the left. I think I might have put it the wrong way and put it 1 inch to the right earlier. That's why it's shooting even farther right now. Okay, let's make the readjustment here. All right, guys, so that group looks a lot better. I think I'm satisfied with that group. It's not a quarter MOA group or anything by all means, but it's good enough for field use for me. I can get on target on my game, and that's what's important. So let's see how many bullets it took us to zero this guy in today. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 rounds. Well, you know what? I'll take it. That's a hell of a lot better than 50 plus rounds from the first time I ever zeroed a rifle. I'll take that. So let's go do some practical shooting, and then I'll do a bit of a review on this gun. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna go for that cast iron pan that I set up there. Hit. Hit. Let's go about 150 yards, kneeling down. Keep saying yards, but I mean meters. All right, kneeling down. I think that was a hit. See if we can hit it at 200 meters. Oh man, I hope I don't shoot my car. I think that was a miss. I don't think I hit that one, guys. So quick reload. Running around makes you tired too. Oh, it's hard to keep it stable when you're trying to catch your breath, man. I might have to prone for a shot at this distance. Okay, let's try doing a prone shot at this distance then. I think I hit a couple of those ones at least. Let's go have a look. Whew. That was fun. I like this field rifle, man. I like this thing. It's so light, easy to carry and run around with. And plus, if I'm hitting those shots, that's even better. Whew. Okay, so it looks like I hit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 7 shots that I took. I'm pretty sure the only shot that I missed was that 200-meter shot that I took standing up. Kneeling down. Guys, like, that's good enough. That's 200 meters, up to 200 meters, running around, shooting standing, shooting kneeling, heart rate just beating, right? Not really in a stable position. And if I can hit like an 8-inch pan, like that's an 8-inch pan right there, 7 or 8-inch pan, and if I could hit that while doing that, I think I should be able to hit a deer or a bear, or whatever I'm hunting, game animal, in the vital spots in the field, right? Because yeah, that's why I got my heart rate up while running around, because I know when I'm actually going to be taking a shot at my first game animal, big game animal, my heart rate's probably going to be doing the same thing. So yeah, like that's good for me, man. I'm satisfied with that. There you have it, guys. So Savage Axis XV, it's basically an out-of-the-box hunter. Like I said, comes with a scope, comes with a sling swivel studs. All I have to do was get the sling and I'm ready to go. So lightweight, it's rugged, it shoots good, it's just easy to handle. The only one negative that I had was the bolt. Like I mentioned, running that bolt back and forward, it's smooth, but it gets like this, there's a bit of a lock right here to kind of pop it out. That's probably the only negative thing I would say about this gun. Aside from that, you cannot beat the price of this gun. Like, I got it on sale. Usually it retails for like 580 bucks or something like that. I got it for 470, so like 90 something dollars off. And there's also a $50 mail-in rebate as well. So basically the gun is 430 bucks. You just can't go wrong with that. And you take it out of the box and literally sight it in at 100 yards and you're ready to hunt with this thing. So this thing is gonna serve me well in the field. As you guys saw, I did some running around and shooting with this thing from different positions. It's just gonna work well in the field. It's gonna work a lot better than my Remington 700 PCR when I took that thing hunting a couple of times. That's all I can tell you. Like, this thing weighs 7 pounds. It's so lightweight. And it's, plus my Remington, it's not just the weight and the length, but like the angles. It's got sharp angles and sharp edges and stuff. So when you sling that around and you carry it around, it's not convenient. It's a great long range precision gun. And if I'm doing like still hunting where I'm just sitting on top of, you know, a rock ridge and glassing the landscape, and I'm shooting like 500 plus yards, that's the gun that I'll take. But for like bush hunting, and there's a lot of walking and running around and all that stuff, and walking through thick bush, this is the gun that I'll be taking. So hunting within 300 yards, this is the gun. Hunting anywhere past that, it's going to be more of you know, sitting still and waiting to ambush, right? And I'll be taking my Remington for those kind of hunts. But for our landscape here in Manitoba, I think this will do me very well in the field for the type of hunting landscapes that we have here for the most part. Anyway, do I recommend this gun? Yep, I definitely recommend this gun. Like I said, shoots good, works well, and it was so cheap to get, and it's all ready to go, like basically out of the box, right? So 100% I recommend this gun. I would rate this gun probably a 7 out of 10 is what I would rate this gun here. 7 out of 10, so that's pretty good. My Remington 700 PCI, I rated that as an 8 out of 10 in terms of shooting, but definitely like a 5 out of 10 in terms of convenience if you're actually using it to hunt, whereas it's not even really a hunting rifle anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, like the accuracy on this thing, 7 out of 10. Right out of the box, it's already shooting good. Like, barrel's broken in now after I fired a little over 20 shots out of it today. So yeah, ready to hunt. I'm excited to use this gun to go out and hunt some bear the next time around. So guys, stay tuned for that. And if you're new to the channel, stay tuned. I'm going to be posting a lot more hunting content because it's hunting season right now. But I do fish. I do post fishing content as well, and just general gun content as well too, and gear and reviews and stuff like that. So check out my description down below for some of my other recommended playlists and other recommended videos. And hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Peace.